Justin Sun promotes high-yield stablecoin Terra-like. I love how they love to just paint the villain caricature on Justin Sun and Tron, and by default, Bittorrent. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. If you're new, kindly hit the bell and the like button. Subscribe. You'll benefit from this channel. You won't miss out on insights that can help you, and they're original insights. I want to tell you, so this is from, where is this from? Because I always share my sources. I'm going to have to figure it out later. Oh no, it's Decrypt, the decrypt.co site. So Justin Sun promotes high-yield Terra-inspired stablecoin on Tron. You know you're doing something right when everybody tries to hatchet you with the articles that they pump out. And Tron's being talked about more and more and more, which again, like I always say by default, even if they don't mention BitTorrent, they're one and the same. It benefits both. And the more that they talk about it, well, the better it is. Why is it better? It's exposure, and it's showing you also that, let's just say, everyone's a bit surprised at the progress that's being made. So a Tron lending protocol is offering 30% interest rates for holding USDD. 30%. What could possibly go wrong? That's how they start the article. So it's not a bonus or a positive that they're offering 30% for holding the stablecoin. No, it's a negative because they're going to use the Terra slant on the USDD stablecoin, Tron stablecoin. So in brief, here's how we're starting. Terra's stablecoin tokenomics led to the network's collapse. Tron's algorithmic stablecoin playbook looks strikingly similar. Strikingly similar. Remember how I tell you guys you need to know how to read the media and the marketing because they want clicks. They want that sensationalism. They want to put the slant on a story that makes people click and read so they can make money. And if they don't, they won't exist. So you need to take these things with a grain of salt. So Tron blockchain creator Justin Sun announced via Twitter today that traders can now earn rewards for depositing the network's recently launched USDD, an algorithmic stablecoin designed to work like Terra's all but defunct UST to Tron-based lending protocol Just Lend. So what they're doing here, though, at the same time is, for whoever reads this that is easily influenced and can't see the forest through the trees, they want to scare the bejeebers out of you so you don't invest. For depositing USDD, they'll earn yield in both USDD and the Just stablecoin. Just Lend, there's the other side. They may say, you know what? We're not chasing clicks here. We want to make sure that we let people know there's a lot of danger here, and the writing's on the wall, obviously because of Terra. So they could take that stance and look at it from the other side as well. But you know what? Netscape, Google, not the same. What is the same? Both on the internet. You can't paint things the same because they're in the same location. Compound currently offers APY rates mostly in the low single digits. Just Lend is advertising rates as high as 30%, though Just also pointed to 70% earnings, and the rate has been adjusting throughout the day. Tron representatives have not yet responded to a Decrypt request for comment on how the yield works. Yeah, because they probably know that they're in for a hatchet job. That's about 10 to 20% points more than Terra. If it were me, I would take the interview and I would talk to them anyways, and I would make sure that there's no crafty slanting of the interview before it takes place. I would set terms of how the interview is going to go down and make it where they can't play games with what they're going to end up reporting. But anyhow, and the best way to do that is just have an audio done that's a one take. That's about 10 to 20 percentage points more than Terra Luna's own lending protocol. Anchor was offering before a liquidity crisis there led to a bank run that took down the network. Tron's move is straight out of Terra playbook, at least the one that was written before Terra's native token Luna and UST stablecoin collapsed. So there's a tweet from Sun. It says, hashtag USDD mining is live now on justlend.org with 40% APR. You can now deposit your USDD in Just Lend. And this was May 12th at 8:20. Let's see if you can see this one. I think it's going to be backwards now, so there's no point. Yeah, anyhow, it's there. You can check out his Twitter. So Last month, Sun announced that Tron DAO, the ostensibly user-controlled organization that makes governance decisions about the network, would begin issuing a decentralized stablecoin backed by TRX. Wrote Sun at the time, when USDD's price is lower than $1, users and arbitrageurs can send 1 USDD to the system and receive 1 USD worth of TRX. When USDD price is higher than 1 USD, users and arbitrageurs can send 1 USD worth of TRX to the decentralized system and receive 1 USDD. That's exactly the same system that Terra uses. Moreover, to keep the system propped up, Terra's UST needed a utility that was provided by Anchor Protocol, which was funded by the Luna Foundation Guard, set up by Terra's founders to promote development of the ecosystem. Anchor rewarded people for depositing their UST stablecoins as interest rates began declining. Imagine when Netscape was out there, and then when Lycos was out there as a search engine, they kept comparing and they drilled it into the wall repeatedly, and they never let go that Google was like Lycos. They're going to be the same. They're the same thing. They're the same. They're the same. They're the same. You get the idea. You would never, the industry, if it got torpedoed, would never be allowed to grow. You would never have an awesome search engine like a Google, because it wouldn't be able to rise out of the ashes of the competition like a phoenix, because everything would have gotten torched and people wouldn't have been able to see that forest through the trees. That's what's happening here. So you have to be smart and you have to realize what's going on. Sun and Tron have a backup plan, the same one Quan and Terra had. Again. While Sun was announcing USDD, Tron DAO announced that it was seeking $10 billion in assets for a reserve to be used in case of a financial crisis. That's the same target Luna Foundation Guard set for its reserve. Of course, Terra was only able to raise $3 billion. Tron's looking to raise $10 billion. Avalanche, UST, and Luna, and that wasn't enough to stop the collapse of an $18 billion stablecoin and a $30 billion network token. The knock on Tron and Sun from the outset has been that it's derivative. Right. So many observers pointed out that Tron's white paper was suspiciously similar to Ethereum even since the beginning. Oh, they're copying, they're this, they're that. Many observers pointed out that Tron's white paper was suspiciously similar to Ethereum white paper. Tron's 2020 embrace of DeFi also bore many of the hallmarks of Ethereum's. Meanwhile, they process better and faster. Hope this finds you healthy, happy. I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.